Hello, greetings. I welcome you all to this interesting paper for GCE 2025 Mathematics Paper 1 ECZ Examination Council of Zambia. So these are examination for General Certificate of Education Ordinary Level. I want us to revise through this together and we see how we get to answer the questions. I want to assure you that just attending to this particular lesson, you never fail any question in mathematics, exam questions, as long as you just follow me clearly and attentively. Without wasting much time, we dive into the questions. So we've got question number 1 over here. I guess everyone is able to see this question that is here. This is question number 1, carrying the 2 marks there. How do we go about this question? If you look at the way this particular question is, this one that is here, first of all, we need to deal with the brackets. So how do we deal with the brackets? We multiply 2 times y there. We are going to get 2y. Then 2 times 3, we get negative 6. Where we say negative 3 times 2, we get what? Negative 6. I guess you are able to follow me clearly and attentively. Negative that is there and that negative. Negative times negative, you get a positive. Then we say 3 times y, we get 3y. This is what we've come up with. The next thing we are going to do is to group the like terms. So this is 2y like that. Have you seen? Where is y? This one. Plus what? 3y. Then negative 6 minus 6. Remember what I have been telling you. Same signs you need to add, then maintain the sign. So we just add negative 12. Add 12, maintain the sign negative. What is the answer here? It is 5y. So 5y minus what? Minus 12. This is the answer. This is the same one that you even get to write there. 5y minus 12. I guess you are able to see this. We jump to question number 2. This is question number 2. So simple, isn't it? They are just telling you to evaluate. There is a 4 here and there is power 3 there. How do we go about this? For us to answer these questions, first of all, you need to ask yourself, which number can you multiply 4 times by itself to get 16 on top there? First, we deal with what is in the brackets. This is the first thing that we need to deal with. So which number can we multiply 4 times by itself to get 16? If you start, you say 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. You are getting what? 4, 8, 16. You're getting 16. So we are multiplying 2. How many times? We are multiplying 4 times. So the answer there, it is just 2. You say over. Then which number can you multiply 3 times by itself to get what? To 4 times. There is that 4 there. So 4 times by itself to get 81. 3 times 3, 9. Times 3, 27. Times 3, 81. We are getting 3's and multiplying them how many times by itself? 4 times. So we are getting 81 there. So this is what you need to do. So the answer there is just the 3. Then you do this. To the power what? The power 3. This 3 is that one that is outside there. So the moment you just see a 4 outside here on this root 4, just they're asking you which number can you multiply. For example, I give you something like this. I put here 3. Have you seen I put 3 there, then I put 27 there. Then I tell you to say what is the answer. I've got something like this. I tell you to say what is the answer. What you need to get is that which number can you multiply 3 times by itself to get 27. It is what? It is a 3. So you get what? We are going to get 3 as the answer there. So that is the what? That is the answer. So here, this is just the same as 2 to the power 3 over 3 to the power 3. So it doesn't matter how slow I am. What is important is for you guys to get the concept. because these are same things. As long as you're able to get the concept, everything is gonna be simple. 2 to the power 3, 2 times 2 times 2. This is the meaning. So 2 times 2, 4 times 2, 8. You get 8 there. Then 3 times 3 times 3, you get 27. So the answer is 8 over what? 27. This is the same answer that you put there. 8 over what? 27, like that. We proceed now. We go to this one where we are taught to do what? We are taught to factorize completely. We are given 1, 2, 3, 4 terms. So whenever you are given 4 terms, what you just need to do is to group these terms together. You group them like that. So you group them together in the pairs of 2 like that. So if you want, you can get these 2, you put them like this, and these you put them like that. Then you factorize them. So we've got this. So this is 2ab minus 3b. It is like this. Then plus 10a minus 15. This is what I'm having. So I've told you that you group them into 2 like this. Then you factorize. So how are we going to do this? Here, what is common is what? Is just a b. So I pick b there. I do this. I remove b there. I remain with 2a minus. I remove b. I remain with 3. Like this, plus. Which number can go into 10 and 15? That is what? That is, I can pick 5 there. I pick 5 like that. Then I say 5 into 10, it is 2. Then I put a. There is a negative, I put a negative. 5 into 15, that is 3. So have you seen this thing that is here and that thing? These are the same. Have you seen? These are just the same, meaning you are doing the correct thing. From here, you just pick 1. So what are you going to do? You just say 2a minus 3 like this. Then this is b plus the 5 that is here, plus 5 like this. So meaning that this is the what? This is the answer. This is how you are supposed to answer this. We jump to another question. I guess you are able to follow through. We jump to now question number 4. Question number 4 is here. I believe you are able to see it. So how do you work out this? First of all, there is a fraction here. This is 1 over 2x squared minus 8 equal to 0. The first thing you need to do, these are just simpler methods that I'm showing you. To cancel out this fraction, multiply by 2 throughout so that you cancel the fraction. 2 multiplied by 1 over 2 x squared minus 2 multiplied by 8, which is equal to, then we've got 2 multiplied by a 0 that is there. We want to cancel out the fraction, so meaning that these 2 and that 2 be cancelled. You remain with x squared, which is minus 16 there, which is equal to 0. Have you seen that the fraction is gone? Simple. So if you want to kill a fraction, you get the number on the denominator. You multiply it throughout the whole equation. So from here now, we group the like terms. This is just the same as x squared is equal to 16, because this is negative. Once it goes to the other side of the equation, it becomes a positive and there is a 0 there. So meaning that these are just simple like that. Here now, how do we go about this? You introduce the square root, both sides. So what is this? Power 2 and the root to be cancelled. You remain with x is equal to. So what is the square root of 16? That is negative 4, or x is equal to what? X is equal to 4. I guess we are now matured. When I tell you to say what is the square root, you don't need to tell me that the square root is the square root of 4 is 2. No, you tell me that the square root of 4 is 2 or negative 2. As simple as that. We proceed now. We move to question number 5. Question number 5 is here. So this is question number what? Question number 5. So use set notation to describe the shaded region in the Venn diagram. So this one, they have just excluded A. Have you seen? This is, they just want what is in A. they have excluded the B and the C. So this is to tell you that they are talking about A, then intersection, because they have not shaded the outside part. Then open bracket, B union C, then we put a complement, because they don't want what is in B and C. They are just interested in what is in A. So this is how you need to do it, and this is how you go about it. Let us now jump to question number 6. We jump to question number 6. So question 6 is saying, a company with 6,000 shares declared a dividend of 56,000 kwacha. What amount will Betty receive for our 36 shares? So they are equating the 6,000 to what? 6,000 to what? 56,000, like this. So this is it. There is 0.00. We just forget about those zeros because they are just there to confuse us, so that we can be confused. So then what amount will Betty receive for our what? 36. So 36, you put it here. Have you seen? Then here you say x. Have you seen? Then we find the value of x. How do we find the value of x? We cross multiply. So x times 6,000, we get 6,000x, which is equal to, this is 36, where we get to multiply it with what? 56,000, like this. Then we divide both sides by 6,000, even here by 6,000. This will be cancelled. X is now equal to what? So 3 zeros cancels out. This is 6 there, 1, 6 there, that is 6. 6 times 56 there, you are going to get what? You are going to get 336 as your answer. So then you can put 0.00, there is no problem. So this is now the amount. Since we are talking about money here, you need to put now the kwacha. You just say the answer now, you put a K there where you say 336. Now point what? 00, like this. You are done. Let us now move to the next question. We move now to question number 7. We are now on question number 7. I guess you are able to see. I guess everyone is able to see here. This is question number 7. Question number 7 is saying, the formula for the nth term of an arithmetic progression is, you are given 2n minus 3. Find the first term. You are told to find the what? The first term. So they are telling you to say that the formula for the nth term, so meaning that nth term like this, which is equal to 2n minus 3. So if you are told to say find the first term, what they are just telling you is to say where there is n, put a 1. That is the first term, 1, like this. 2, 1 minus 3. This is 2, isn't it? You are going to have 2 minus 3, which is equal to negative 1. So negative 1 is your what? Negative 1 is your first term. So this is your first term. We move now to the next question. I guess you are able to see. So you also need to be putting these answers there. So you put there negative 1. We proceed now. We go to this one. Common difference. If the sum of the first 8 terms is what? The sum of the first 8 terms is 48. So formula for the what? Sum. Which formula now are you going to use? You know that the formula for sum, this is AP. So the formula for the sum is like this. This is how we get to do it. We say this is 2 what? We say 2A, like this, plus then n minus 1, then d. This is the formula that we get to use, isn't it? Then we are told that the sum, have you seen? We are told to say that if the sum of the first 8 terms is 48, so the sum of the first 8. So this is to tell you that n is equal to what? N is equal to 8. So n is equal to 8, and the sum of the first 8 terms. So 8 terms, n 8, we put 8, which is equal to n is 8 over 2 there. Then 2 multiplied by first term, which is -1. I do this plus n, which is what? What is my n? 8. 8 minus 1. Then d, I don't know, is the one that I'm looking for, like this. Where I know that the sum of the 8 terms is what? 48. I put 48 there, which is equal to, this is 4. We've got a 4 there. Have you seen 4? I say open bracket. Then this is 2 times -1. I'm going to get what? I'm going to get -2. Then this is 8 minus 1, 7. 7 times d, that is 7d. So plus what? 7d. This is what is inside there. So I've got -2 plus 7d. I can't add these because these are unlike terms. So don't add, okay, I add like that. No. So I multiply now. This is 48, which is equal to, so this is what I'm going to do. 48 is equal to what now? 4 times -2, -8. Like that. I'm going to get -8. Then 4 times 7, that is 28. So plus 28d. What am I going to do here? I group the like terms together. This one, once it goes aside, let us do this very fast. This is 48. 48 plus, this is negative. Once it goes aside, it becomes what? It becomes plus. So here, when I add, I'm going to get what? I'm going to get 56, which is equal to what? 28d there. So I divide both sides by 28 because I want to find the d. Even there, 28. This cancelled. So d is equal to what? If you divide there, 56, 28 plus 28 is 56. So it is asked 2. So d is what? 2. Their common difference is equal to 2. You are done. This is how you need to answer. I don't know if you are able to follow through these things that I'm teaching you. So I'm just advising with you people. I want you to follow clearly and attentively. I now move on to question number 8. So this is question number 8. Question number 8 is saying, if A is equal to this, have you seen A? If matrix A is equal to this, find the transpose of that particular matrix. How do we find the transpose of a matrix? So A transpose is equal to what? You just change. Have you seen this is a column? It will become a row. -1, 3, 1. This also, it is going to be down 2, 0, 4. You are done like this. So you just change, you switch. Rows becomes column, column becomes rows. Just like that. We now move on to this one that is here. Given that this is the data that you are given, find the value of x. How do we find the value of x? We multiply here. First, so the concept that we are applying here is a concept that we get to call multiplication of matrices, where you know that this one multiplies with that one. Have you seen? This one multiplies with that one. So -2 times 3, -6, plus 1 times 1, it is 1. I'm done on top. I go down. X times 3, that is 3x. -2 times 1, that is -2. So I do this. Then this is now equal to what? -5 and 7 there, like this. So I'm taught to find the value of x. This one that is down will be equated to this one that is there. So what am I going to have? 3x minus 2 is equal to 7. From here, what am I supposed to do? I group the like terms together. So this is 3x is equal to 7 plus 2. This is negative. Once it goes to the other side, it becomes positive. So 3x is equal to 9 over 3 over 3. So meaning that x is equal to what? X is equal to what? 3. This is the answer. You are done. I don't know if you guys are following me clearly and attentively. So I'm too fast because I want to make it short so that we get to cover a lot of things in a short period of time. Let us now go to question number 9. We move now to question number 9. So question number 9 is here, and the question is saying the probability, this is question 9a. I don't know if you are able to see. If this is too small, please try to turn your phone to be in landscape. And if you are enjoying this, don't forget to share this particular video. Don't forget to even subscribe. Follow us on this particular platform. So the probability that gift will not be late for a job interview is 0.05. What is the probability that he will be late for the interview? How do we answer these questions? You just say 1 minus the given probability. This is how we get to do these things. So 1 minus 0.05. What answer are you going to get? So what answer are you getting here if you try to do some answer there? So if you try to do some subtraction, what answer are you getting? So I know some of you get to have challenges with this. Some of you will even say, sir, now how can I subtract 0.05 from 1? So this is how you get to do it. You write 1 like this. Have you seen? Then you say 0.00. Then you write this one. This is 0.05 like this. Have you seen the way I've written it? This is just one and the same. You say, okay, this is here. Have you seen 0 minus 5? It can't. So you borrow from this one. This one becomes 0. This one will become a 9. Then this one becomes a 10. Have you seen like this? Where you say 10 minus 5, that is 5. 9 minus 0, that is 9. 0 minus 0, that is a 0. So this is the answer, 0.95. I didn't want to go direct because I know some of you get to have challenges with these simple questions. So what are you supposed to understand on this particular question? When you are given the probability of the one, then the other one, and you are told to find the probability of the next one, you just need to subtract from 1. If I tell you to say the probability that you are going to be late for school tomorrow is 0.05, then I tell you what is the probability that if I said you won't be late, then I tell you to say what is the probability that you'll be late. So you just say 1 minus the given probability. We always subtract from 1. This is what you need to get. We now go to this question. Solve the equation. You are given 2 to the power x minus 1 minus 4, which is equal to 0. I don't know if it is like that. I'm not able to see clearly, but I guess this is how it is. But if it is not like this, I guess you are going to learn how to answer these questions. So this is just the same as 2 to the power x minus 1 is just equal to what? 4. This one is in base 2, this one 4. We change this one to base 2. So this can also be written as 2 to the power x minus 1, which is equal to 2 to the power 2. Because we know that 2 to the power 2 is just the same as 4. Since the bases are the same, we equate the powers. So x minus 1 is equal to 2. This is what we are going to have. Therefore, x is equal to, we group the like terms, 2 plus 1, where x now is equal to 3 finally. So this is the answer. We are done. This is how we are supposed to answer such a question. We now proceed to the next one. Question number 10. I guess you are able to follow me. So from 1 up to 10, these are simple questions and you need to make sure that you get everything correct. We proceed now. Given that P is a set between 10 and 20, if they say this is to tell you that X is greater than or equal to 10 but less than or equal to 20. This is the meaning. And X is a prime number. What is a prime number? A prime number is a number which only have how many factors? 2 factors. 1 and itself. It only has 2 factors. Only one can go in it and itself. So these numbers are what? If we are to list them, we've got 2, 3, we've got 5, we've got 7, we've got 11, we've got 13, we've got 17, we also have 19. Have you seen? Just to list them below 20. 20 is not a prime number. So now they're telling us to say between 10 and 20. Which ones are between 10 and 20? These are the ones that are here. Have you seen? 10 and 20. These are the ones. So list set P. Set P is equal to what? Set P is equal to, you just get them. 11, 13, 17, 19. You do this, so meaning that this is your what? This is your answer. This is how you need to go about it. I believe you are able to follow through this and you are able to understand. The most important thing is to understand. So if it happens that you are interested in joining my online tuitions, you want to be part and parcel of my class, this is the number you need to text. You can text me on this particular number. This is your brother and friend, Harrison Jezuru. So this is my number, 0971066747. I'm from Zambia. I think these videos that we get to post discover that a lot of countries get to tune in. So those people from outside that are interested, there is a code here, +26. So you just attach it there. +2609710666747. Let us now go to B. The diagram, to cut the long story short, this is a sector. Then we are told to say, given that area is this, calculate the radius of the sector. So first of all, we are told that the area is this. So we need to know the area of a sector. Which formula do we use? We say area is equal to what? Theta over 360 times pi r what? Squared. This is a particular formula. We just substitute. What is the area? We are given 77, which is equal to, what is the theta? The theta that is there, that is 45. Over what? Over 360. Then we multiply. What is the radius? We are told to use this particular radius, which is pi. This is pi. Pi 22 over 7. Then we want to find the radius. This radius that is there. You know that radius is positive. So there's nothing like, okay, I find the negative or positive, radius is going to be positive. We can now reduce this, isn't it? We can reduce this. Am I correct? Yes. You know that you can say, okay, how about I say 45 there, 1. Now 45 into 360. How many times can 45 go into 360? You know that in 80 it is 2. 184. So it is 8. You put 8 there. So it goes there how many times? 80 times. So it goes there 8 times. So 1 over 8. Then 2 there, it is 11. 2 there, it is what? 4. So I'm having a 4 down here. I cross it. I write what I've remained with. Here there is 1. I cross multiply with that one. So I'm going to have 77 multiplied by 4, which is equal to. Then I say 1 times 11 times r squared. It is 11 r squared. From here now, I say, okay, I want to find the value of r. I divide both sides by 11, even there by what? 11. This is it. Then this cancelled. R squared is equal to, now I get to multiply these particular things that are here. So even before I proceed, here there was over 7 here. Have you seen? We had over 7. 7. So 14 there and a 7 there. Have you seen 14 and 7? They are going on top there. So I can put even a 7 there. So 4 and 7. So I can put a 7 that I had to forget there. I can put a 7. I forgot a 7. I guess I haven't confused anyone. So there is this 7. 7 times 4 times 77. They are down. If you want, you can multiply 4 times 7. That is 28. then 28 times 77, just one and the same. You still get the same answer. So how do we go about that? So 11 there, 1. 11 into 77, that is 7. Have you seen? That is what? That is 7. So I've got 7 times 7 times 4. So have you seen 7 times 7 times 4? 7 times 7, that is 49. 49 times 4. So I multiply now 49 times 4. What is the answer? 6, remainder 1. 4. Have you seen? This is 16 plus 1, 17. I remain with 176, isn't it? So I say 176. So here, I guess we had a mistake here. So 4 times 9, that is 36. So remainder 3. So 6 remainder 3. 4 times 4, that is 16. Plus 3, 19. So I put a 19 there, 196, even there, 196. This is how it must be. So I introduce the square root, even the square root there. So R is equal to, what is the square root of 196? That is 14. So you just say this is a radius, then we are having centimeters squared there. So you just say 14 centimeters. You are done. This is how it is supposed to be. So just make sure that even as you are doing your calculations, you are able to follow clearly and attentively. I'm answering like this. I'm trying my best to be fast so that we can cover a lot of questions together. So we are now on this particular question, question number 11. Question number 11 is telling us to say, the diagram shows the position of 3 towns. These are the towns you study through this whole thing. The first question is telling us to say, what is the time difference between B and C? Where is B? B is here, C is there. Time is measured in longitudes. So this one is what? This one is 40. This one is 65. So if you are having this is east, this is west, different, isn't it? Directions, east, west. So different directions, or some people will say different hemisphere. So what do we get to do? We get to add. So what is 40 plus 65? You are going to get what? 105. So the difference in degrees is 105. Where we know that 15 degrees is equal to 1 hour. So we divide by 15 there. What answer are we going to get now there? If we divide by 15. So if you divide by 15, what answer are you getting there? The answer that we are getting there, you say, okay, in 230, it is 2. So 60 are 4. 90, that is 6. 105, 7. So that is 7 what? 7 hours. So that is the time that is there. So the time difference between B and C is what? 7 hours. You are done. We go to a B, this one that is here. A plane flying due south from A to B at 900 knots, miles per hour, takes 7 hours. Have you seen? Takes 7 hours. Find the difference in latitude between what? A and B. The difference in latitudes. So they just want you to find the difference in what? The difference in latitudes. Between what? Between A and B. So want to find the difference in latitudes. How do we find the difference in latitude? First of all, we need to know this latitude. We don't know it. But we need to know the time difference that is between A and what? A and B. We need to know first of all the time difference. The time difference that is between A and B, they are telling us to say that it is what? 7 hours. This is what we are given, 7 hours. So this 7 hours, if I was to put it in what? If I was to put it in, let me say, if I put it in degrees, what I'm going to have, this is 105, isn't it? I'm going to have 105. I'm going to have the 105. Then I already have this one that is here. This is 50. Have you seen? This is 50. So to have this one that is here, have you seen this one? So they just want me to find the difference in latitudes between A and B. I can go with this one to cut the long story short. I'll just say the difference is what? The difference is 105 degrees, like that. So this is how you just answer these questions. So simple. So if maybe some of you are saying, sir, now how can we show the work? So have you seen, this is 7 hours. So you know that 15 degrees, have you seen, is equal to what? Is equal to 1 hour. Whereby you even understand that, okay, how about x degrees here equal to, you equate to, let me say, 7 hours that is there. Have you seen like this? So we just multiply there, you find x to be what? 105, like that. So that is the what? The answer. As simple as this. So this is how you get to answer these questions in an easy way. So we've come to the end of this. So this is just part 1, where I've answered from question number 1 to question what? 11. I'll be back again in 3 parts so that we get to finish this particular paper. So stay tuned, and those of you that would like to join for tuitions, you can WhatsApp me on this particular number. This is my WhatsApp number, +26 097 106 6747. This is my WhatsApp number. Share this video with your friends so that we get to stay tuned when I post some contents, not only in mathematics but in other subjects. Thank you so much.